my vibe, don't hesitate, just board the flight. I do the things you like, bite on the beam right now, I might. Moving at the speed of light, might get to see Jupiter tonight. Heard that your man ain't live, looking for your bitch, you with me tonight. I live the 6 life, North Odessa 6 life. I live the 6 life, North Odessa 6 life. Pop me a bean, I might. Serve dolphin, sip lean all night. Serve a dolphin outside. Fucking with me, I can get you right. Dips hit my vibe. Might just go Santana. Might just run up on you. Me and my pink bandana. Poke codeine on my fana. Love me, take you to Atlanta. Fuck your bitch on camera. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Fuck it on me, I love it. Roll that wood, smoke weed and put it. TB easy does it. Porn star spit on my meat and suck it. Sell pussy, don't judge her. Might just go sauce walker on it. Fuck your bitch, don't hug her. Don't say names, don't talk up on her. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. That made me uncomfortable. Dolphins be outside. In the hills, go and go. Make my line and speak in code. My essay gon' bring the load. Let me impure through Mexico. Come fuck with me, my price is low. Baby, don't kill my vibe. Don't hesitate, just board the flight. I do the things you like. Bite on the beam right now, I might. Moving at the speed of light. Might get to see Jupiter tonight. Heard that your man ain't live. Looking for your bitch, you with me tonight. I live the 6 life. North Odessa 6 life. I live the 6 life. North Odessa 6 life. Pop me a bean, I might. Serve dolphin, sip lean all night. Serve a dolphin outside. Fucking with me, I can get you right. Red bottoms and Balenciagas, we just call them R&B. Come to Jupiter with me and I fulfill your fantasy. Earth is just a canopy, so make it what you wanna be. Cause you go one-on-one with me. Angels and demons, you the same. Scrap parked outside, tell me where you wanna go. When demons collide, the streets get uncomfortable. Cause lately I've been paranoid. Fuck on you to fill the void. Sky God, I'm the real McCoy. Zeus, son, I'm his youngest boy. Pink bandana, that's what they say. I'm a super villain, I can't say today. Sip codeine on ice, yo bitch fuck on me all night. Jupiter, they say I'm a super villain, I can't say today. Sip codeine on ice, yo bitch fuck on me all night. Jupiter ain't got day and night. Jupiter ain't got day and night. Baby, don't kill my vibe. Don't hesitate, just board the flight. I do the things you like. Bite on the beam right now, I might. Moving at the speed of light. Might get to see Jupiter tonight. Heard that your man ain't live. Looking for your bitch, you with me tonight. I live the 6 life. North Odessa 6 life. I live the 6 life. North Odessa 6 life. Pop me a bean, I might. Serve dolphin, sip lean all night. Serve a dolphin outside. Fucking with me, I can get you right. Jupiter ain't got day and night. Sip codeine on ice. Your bitch fuck on me all night. Jupiter ain't got day and night. Jupiter ain't got day and night.
Look out, sis.
What's up, bro?
What's up? Hey, he recording you. You really
like we could be from two different backgrounds, but because I know you read up like that, because I read up like that, I can connect with it, with the stuff you're saying. Like your wordplay is stupid, my man. It's like educate. It's not in a take away from anybody else, but you can tell you well versed, bro. Like you can tell you read a lot.
Nah, I appreciate it.
So you probably read that Think and Grow Rich.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I got that.
Yeah.
I got that bitch at the house, right? Yeah, bro, I got that book.
Hey,
Yeah, we be passing books around, man. We try to keep the knowledge tough in the circle, man.
Hey, this one right here. You wanna talk about the mind one, bro? This one right here.
The power of just subconscious
Hey, that
mind.
shit.
Oh yeah. Is this the one that comes with the exercises?
No.
You seen the one? You seen the one where it got the exercises
I had it, man.
in between chapters, like meditations and stuff?
No, not really, man.
Yeah.
Let me know though. Give me the
I
look, you know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
I shoot
Hey,
you.
we're live, right, Cade? Cade.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Cade, are we live? You in there?
What's going on with the
No,
I got it.
the
My
baby
bad.
with us.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're live. You're good. There's some. Oh no, it's just that. Yeah, you're good.
So you
All
got
right.
introduced to it early.
That one right there, man, helped me tap into some. I'm real spiritual, man, real energetic type shit. You know, like.
Yeah, for sure. You
and
read
you-
the 4 agreements?
Yeah, hell yeah. You read the Fifth Agreement after it? Oh
They got a
man.
fifth?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nah, I didn't even know that.
You done ayahuasca?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no psychedelics. Any of y'all?
Yeah, I have.
Shrooms, shit like
Not
that.
Oh,
that.
hell no.
Yeah, man.
Just mostly just
Nah,
like
I've
the
been really like scanning that
the-
shit.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Man.
What, baby? Baby.
The four agreements is kind of what the ayahuasca and psychedelics would do for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Understanding that.
I done
Misery
tried
and-
it. I done been on them.
Yeah,
I know what you're
misery
talking
and
about.
heaven are right here. You know what I'm saying? Heaven and hell are right here, man.
Yeah.
And the way we create and the way we go after what we're trying to go after is all up here. Just like you said, reading Robert Greene's book changed the way you rap, and for me that means now your creative capacity is grown and expanded because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So what some people might find an obstacle or a block, you probably just see right through it.
Turn the book right.
don't get
You
me
got
wrong.
the book
It
upside
still be
down.
hard.
No, every day.
It's still a work in progress.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
But I don't think my joint.
Let me know. Okay, we good, right? We live? Yeah. Okay. If you're joining us, this is another In the Loop production. We are live right now with Ferrari Casino, baby. Thanks for showing up, my man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Again, I thought you was living in OD, so coming over here and making the trip, man. I don't know if you heard of In the Loop. We just got started, man. You're gonna be like our 17th episode. So I'll give you just a quick rundown, man, so you understand what's happening and what we're trying to do. And I think watching your interviews and watching your content, you've been doing it. What I'm about to describe is within the loop, man. I used to work with just young men and women, and met probably over 10,000 students over the last 5 years out here in the 432. And meaning I've also met about 200 artists, man. And there wasn't I've been in sales for 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
That's why I read the books that I read, go to seminars, shit like that. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
understand that an artist today is a business and a brand, and there's a certain way to grow and expand that brand strategically. You made a statement about chess moves, man. You're always 4 to 5, and I love chess, man.
Yeah, chess is a thinking game.
It's a huge
So
thing.
it forces you to actually use your brain to work your way out of detrimental situation.
Believe
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, chess is very much warfare.
for sure.
So you got to use your mind to get out of a detrimental situation, because checkmate is the end.
It's it.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
either- you're-
Like, we ain't trying to get checkmate in real
Nah,
life.
hell nah.
For sure.
Definitely a growing out of a victim mindset.
Oh,
And
yeah.
especially like out here, you talk about the mindset of people not supporting and things like that. It's just it's a world happening to me type of mind instead of a world happening for me and with me type shit.
An old
Right.
school dude once told me chess is basically saying I can outthink you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because you got to think moves ahead in advance. So
It's and I don't think in a derogatory way
not
either.
negatively, like
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
down on someone, but
Yeah.
just basically. Because he used to tell me, like, man, people get in their feelings behind chess games sometimes. They get upset because basically
me
I
about
just out-thought you,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. People get emotional about anything, man. It's just
man.
human nature.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
the biggest thing is chess has taught me, man, is some people, they just on the game. I wasn't on the game. I had fucking trial and error my whole life, man. The fact that I'm here right now, like every day, I just fucking live grateful type shit, man. But we know that there's wolves out there. That's why I play chess.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers
For
ready
sure.
to get you. And some of them, I don't know if you've ever read. So Napoleon Hill has another book, Think and Grow Rich, but he has another one called Outwitting the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never
Hey,
read it, but I
man.
heard of it.
They shelved it for 75 years because of the information. It was so powerful. But he talks about, people just interjecting their interjecting their life into your life, and it can seem like not everybody that wants to help you is your friend. It can seem that they want to help you in this week, in this day, and
Right.
but they 10, 12 moves, and I'm real spiritual, man. So my intuition helps me pick up on that shit. Like
motives.
I like to converse with people because I can pick up space.
Yeah,
You don't
see,
gotta-
'cause in the midst of just being able to colloquy with people, and for people to actually expand their mind to understand what a conversation is, and what I'm getting to is you got to be able to see through the words, because words define words. So it's constantly building upon itself. Just because you know this definition doesn't mean you fully understand the word. So you got to be wary of who you allow to get close to you, especially in this day and age with social media being so wide open for people.
We in the era of manipulation. That's what I call it. I call it the era of manipulation.
People will do anything for that little blue and white thumb, you know. And
Hey,
but you got to be wary of who you let in your circles these days, because man, ultimately everybody's trying to get to the next level, and some of these people don't mind using you as a stepping stone to get to the next level. So you just got to keep your eyes open for that, man.
You made an interesting statement. Words create meaning.
Yeah.
And I don't know if in there being locked up, if you came across any NLP books, neuro linguistic programming, things like that, product placement and all those things. Like, we think that we're in control. A lot of us think we're in control of what we purchase and what we consume, and really, they've been targeting and subliminal messages and NLP, all. So that's what reading has done for me, is just being able to. You made another powerful statement about understanding what conversation really is. Conversation creates meaning, and also as a human beings, this is one of the biggest ways that we create, is using our words. And it's helped me. I don't know if you read Proverbs, but Proverbs 2 put me on a lot of game about understanding people and people's motives, especially women. Like, that's why, like, reading The Art of Seduction. If you haven't read The Art of Seduction and you a man, like, man,
you
pick that motherfucker up,
slipping.
because that's a powerful spirit, man. That's a spirit that's
like one thing I really like I'm gonna show you a prime example, like with words and human beings. Like, you'll have two dudes or two females that have just had a confrontation, and maybe it got physical or maybe it didn't, and maybe it got to the point where they were able to actually talk it out in form of a conversation, actually manning up or being a bigger man or bigger woman, whatever the case may be. But they always tell you, like, oh, me and such got to understand and we good. And they use the word like understanding, like that's just the ultimate like brick wall. Like, okay, we got to understand and it's done.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But for you to understand and then add the suffix ing, it makes it continuously. So if we got an understanding, it's not for just this moment in time. It's continuous. So I got an understanding with you for the rest of my life. I ain't got to worry about it. And that's why people always like, oh yeah, man, he said we squashed the beef, but he went back on his word, man. I thought we had an understanding. That's your misconception of thinking that y'all had an understanding.
Exactly.
But y'all never even had it understood at all. So that's why I say, like, words are what people make them. It's how you take them, and it's how you have got them perceived in your mind, because that's what Allah blessed us all with, was to get the perception. So how you viewing this room ain't the same way I'm viewing this room. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the same room at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I see a lot of us. I said it a couple times. We live life and we're living it like this, and this is all we know. The last on Tuesday the podcast we talked about, I don't know what I don't know.
Right.
And I'm the type of person now to get around people who are gonna tell me what I don't know. I don't need people around me to pat me on my back, be a yes man. Like, I need, first off, men around me to be in my face type of shit.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of us, I think, or people in general, we have people that pat us on our back, kind of like off the cliff.
Yeah.
They pat you on your back on the way off the cliff type shit.
Yeah.
And it's so getting around people who read, for me, is a big deal.
Right.
Because
how you talk about understanding, you talk about I'm not really into etymology. It seems like you've done that a lot, but I try to because they're spells. You know, we can get into that. And again, they're gonna allow me to continue to create in God's will, or I'm gonna self-sabotage by the words that I use. Before you went to prison, so that was a great introduction. Shout out Ferrari Casino for joining us. If you're watching us, we're live in the Loop production. This is an opportunity for 432 artists to get attention, man. This is a chess move. I can have this conversation with you because I feel like we're in the same space because of the things that we've read. This is a chess move, man.
Wavelength.
Exactly. Same frequency.
RP Mamba to RP Coconut.
That's what I should have known you was gonna come prepared, but I brought me just a little one.
Yeah.
But you know,
we can for
I
sure,
got you, man.
We can
Yeah,
for sure
hell
mess
yeah.
something in a minute. But I just want to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to be on here. Shout out the big homie NBR Ty. You know what I'm saying? I love Lil Bro for Lil Bro actually the one that turned me on to y'all.
Okay.
I seen what y'all did for Bro, and Bro asked me if I wanted to do it. So I told him 100 I'd do it.
Hell yeah,
so
man.
that's why I'm here. Fresh out the hospital and everything I can.
Yeah, and you're from Odessa.
Yeah,
you
I'm
just did a stint, so you know you was gone, but you from here. Which is what you said in your interviews. Everywhere you go, you're gonna take Odessa with you.
Right.
I feel honored, man. So part of what In the Loop is, I don't know if you know a Malcolm Gladwell fan, but he's got The Tipping Point, Outliers, What the Dog Saw, David versus Goliath. Got to pick them up, man.
Right.
But in the book, The Tipping Point, he describes there's a point where a product or an artist or a brand crosses that tipping point, and then it grows and expands, exponentially.
Right.
And I think in music, it's easy to recognize somebody that's at that tipping point. What's harder to recognize is before that tipping point. A great man is a great man. A great person is a great person their whole life. So like LeBron just helped win the championship. Well, he's been that his whole life.
Facts.
So imagine recognizing him at 10 or 12 or 14.
Right.
So talking with all these youth that I met, that's what I seen, and that's what In the Loop is about. And then having people like you, that's why I feel so honored, is that what you have is a foot in and a foot out. So you have contextual intelligence, which is a value in itself. Being able to converse the way you're able to converse, have the knowledge and experience that you have already because you're one foot in and one foot out. And I mean in the industry.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
You have a different experience, right? A perspective, because you on another level versus somebody who's still in the 432.
Right.
So having a conversation with you allows them to get onto that game in a shorter amount of time, which is what I feel is a factor missing inside of the 432 as to why some quote unquote more people ain't popping off, because you know that more people should be popping off. The gold out here is not just oil. And that's what I've seen is there's a vast amount of talent out here, man. And you're proof of one of them.
Right.
Listening to your music, the one Amen song, man, I went back and listened to that one.
Yeah, that was actually the first single that I got to put together, that I actually owned the beat through my manager, now David.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Naja Head Music Group. And that was just my first time actually owning a full song. So I actually owned that song. Like through and through, the beat, the lyrics are mine, paid for the visual to get out, everything. Like that was my first time ever doing that. So after 10 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say after 10 years.
So that was beautiful. I actually still watch Amen to this day too.
The wordplay on there, that again is what I noticed, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
Highly intellectual for sure. And because I think I've done ayahuasca and other psychedelics, it's also I think that maybe you agree with this or not, but there's an energy shift happening right now, and a lot of especially 2020 putting the pressure on people spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, man.
It's making the world definitely take a look at itself.
Yeah,
it's
like
ironic.
I've definitely, like what my brother is saying is definitely true. Like we have conversations like about our personal lives where we feel ourselves like, hey, bro, this is not us. This is not what we be doing. We really need to get back and regain focus of our mental. Like, man, it gets hard, but man, 2020 definitely been pressure, bro, for a lot. Like,
Yeah.
We done lost a lot of loved ones this year
A
already.
lot of ups and downs.
A
Definitely.
lot of ups and downs. Like, it's been definitely a roller coaster ride. 2020.
I think again inside of Amen, this is probably what there's a lot of roots being planted right now with 2020. A lot of sifting is what I call it. Whether it's in our own lives with ourselves, like self-sabotage behaviors, patterns, things like that, but also with the people that we surround ourselves with.
True.
But I can tell that you're connected spiritually, man. That's what when I hear your words, the wordplay, I feel it more like energetically, like in that space, knowing that we're interconnected, man. I'm all about that shit, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So I have when I'm listening to it, I have a breakthrough. Just like what you said, reading those Robert Greene books, you're able to have a different perspective. So you had a breakthrough in the way you perceive life, and that's what it's like to me. Like, I listen to motivational speakers, and I've been reading anything for a long time, man. And listening to your music over the last 2 or 3 days has felt like it's like preaching, man. It's just like real spiritual to me. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you continue to do that work, man. My favorite song so far has been Jupiter.
Yeah,
talk about that song, man.
Jupiter is actually my favorite song that's out right now, outside of Warriors 2.
Yeah.
And what was unique about Jupiter was that was my first time actually stepping out after signing my deal with Kasino.
Okay.
And actually having my own direction, just free reigns to just, hey, put something out. Just whatever you feel like putting out, put something out. And Jupiter, we recorded that song in like 15 minutes.
Damn.
And was shooting the video later on that night, all in Corpus. Like, we were shooting the video. It's all in Molly Wop Studio.
Okay.
In Corpus.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Molly
Molly
Wop.
Wop Productions. If y'all are in Corpus
go.
Christi, y'all go rock out with Molly Wop. But yeah, man, and we put it together, and Jupiter just a vibe. Like, that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the vibe, because the world can be so sad, and the world can be real detrimental, and the world can be influential. And music is very much the soundtrack to life. If life is a movie, then we're the soundtrack. So I want you to get lit, or I want you to feel something. So if you turn me on and you feeling something, then I'm doing my job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about the vibe. So Jupiter is most definitely one of my favorite songs.
It's I tried to find something to compare it to, but there's not, man. There's like
it's like
just a really good vibe, man. Like,
it's like it's
I'm about to send it
different.
there.
That's that Odessa 6 shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. And I really think like it's just like how different Jupiter is to other songs, but it's still a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take you to another planet and still vibe. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Still
what
a
it felt
vibe.
like.
That type shit.
Did were you planning all this when you were locked up, man?
Yes, and I would be lying to you if I told you that going on 2 years being actually a free man, I would be in the position I'm in now. I didn't even think I would be halfway here.
Man, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And shout out Bugatti Casino, because when I came home, bro was already up. So he just made sure. He was like, damn, bro, you home? You ain't got to worry about it. I'm going to make sure, like, music what you do. You know what I'm saying? And even it be times I be calling, bro, like, man, you just do the music shit. I got the other shit. Like, I don't, man, forget the music, you know?
Yeah.
He be like, nah, hell nah. He like, go get in the studio. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
be pushing me to get in the studio. And my girl be pushing me to get in the studio, my bros. So I just stay working.
I seen that video where he was having you sing and rap on the table, and he was hyping you up.
Yeah.
You rarely see that. You know, when we talk about the 432, like he's a fan of you, man, for sure.
Yeah. Man, we went years and years, like, in the can, beating on tables and beating on handball walls. Anything.
The backyard going in.
Yeah, anything we can get anybody to, because bro was with us too.
Damn.
With me and Boo when we were locked up, and just anything to get the crowd going. We didn't care what we had to beat on. We was going to beat on it.
Yeah.
And we was going to make it happen. So that's how that shit happened.
And now it's on a different level, man. I seen you're on different playlists. Is that a strategic thing, or did that happen on its own?
That all just happened via my Spotify actually. And what was happening was my manager was calling me like, hey, man, I got these 10. I woke up, you had 10 different links this morning.
Oh shit.
So I'm asking my man, I'm like, what does it mean? So we go to clicking on these individual links, and there's actually fans listening to my music who have added them to these playlists that everyone can listen to.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's actually causing me to get more streams than I was ever getting. But as far as like it being planned, like none of this is planned, bro. Like believe it or not, when I dropped the tape, I was nervous as ever.
Okay.
Because I've been locked up. I ain't been doing music in 10 years.
Did you do music before you got locked up?
Yeah, I was doing music, but not on the scale that I'm doing music now, like actually putting projects together and dropping them. But I was nervous because this was my first full-length project. And it's like, I got to get the world to feel me.
It was a big one, too.
Yeah, I gave him 18 tracks.
Yeah,
and I got the deluxe edition with 12 more tracks coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting the finishing touches on that. So it should be out shortly too. But yeah, man, I was really nervous when I dropped Music You Can Vibe To, because I didn't know how the world was going to react to it.
Yeah.
Like I know my bros was vibing to it because, man, I mean, we've been vibing to each other's music for years. But it was just like, okay, I actually got an audience now. Like I did 1 million views in a year on the Kasino World channel with just music. And I don't even know 1 million people, bro, you know?
Damn. Yeah,
so it's like,
nuts.
Man, how are they going to grasp the music? So, but it's been going good, though.
Because I guess because when you got locked up, too, that was just, 10 years ago, 20, that's just when some early stages of social media was happening. So you get out, this is a totally different game, my man. I mean, describe to me, you adjusting to that and understanding it and as an artist. And
I'm going to just say, like, perseverance really through observation is how I really made everything possible, because Boo was having me in the mix, and it's like, okay, my perseverance was like, okay, I can contend with any rapper you put me in the room with. Like, I can rap with anybody. But then it's like the observation kicked in. It's like, okay, Boo been doing this for 4 years. Why not just sit back and watch how he moves in the room, see how he interacts, see how he goes through the motions to make songs, and see how I can add all that to what I know from reading books like How to Start Your Own Record Label, 3rd edition, running an independent label for dummies, reading book on songwriting, just anything I can get my hands on, literature.
Yeah.
But the observation kicked in with just me watching Bugatti do everything that he was doing. And so when I actually got to branch out on my own, I was able to do different things, and I was able to pull people on board. Like, Kid done been to Florida with me.
Oh, man.
He been to Corpus with me.
So it became a blueprint for you.
Yeah, it became a blueprint, and I'm just really following this map.
I got you.
That's already been laid before me, and it's like a bunch of people took advantage of my brother, and I'll never do that to Boo. So it's just showing Boo like, hey, I'm paying attention and making my own way at the same time.
See. Yeah, there's a way to pay homage. Like,
yeah,
respect.
you know what I'm saying? That's what the whole pink bandana is, though. That's like every time you see us with the pink bandana, we paying homage to Bugatti and the whole casino wave and everything that he done been through to get us to this point.
Yeah, because bro put a lot on the line, man, to build that platform.
A lot. Like,
how proud. I tell him every time I talk to him, man, how proud I am of him, because, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it was a lot, bro. Like, people don't, like...
Coming from where we came from?
Yeah.
Boo's not from Odessa.
Nah, he's from Fort Worth, man. And Boo got one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen, like, that a rapper can possess anyway. Because you really get, like, you listen to my bro's music, and don't get it twisted. Like, if we don't fuck with you, we don't fuck with you. That's just how it is. But if we rock with you, and we genuinely rock with you, like, Boo take his shirt off and give it to you. Yeah. If you really want some jewelry, like, Boo gonna make it happen. Like, here goes my old chain or something. Like, here.
Hey, I seen,
like,
a video where he was getting on to somebody for throwing bands in the club.
He's
like, hey,
that's when he
was out here with Pablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pablo was throwing a bag in the club, and Boo was like, man, we done paid enough rent, man. You tripping.
Yeah.
But Pablo like, man, this only once in a lifetime we in Odessa, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
then, you know, they don't really get the party like that down there. Because, you know, the scene, the music scene, you know, then it's more dangerous, and then you know he more known. You know, bro already famous, but to be in Fort Worth, that's like us down here. Everybody know us.
Yeah.
So
like believe it or not, like the worst thing about me not being from Dallas Fort Worth, and the worst thing about the DFW to me is the beef situation. Like people just find the reason to beef with you to get notoriety. You know what I'm saying? And clout, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I tell people all the time about the clout word. Like every rapper known to mankind at one point in time in their life was chasing clout. Like even Drake had to chase Lil Wayne's clout to become Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's all a stepping stone, but what I mean by this is it's all about how you're chasing the clout. Don't be one of these messy, miserable, pitiful motherfuckers that just want to beef with a guy because he's ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like, don't beef with him because he's ahead of you. He was doing his job.
Projecting your numbers off.
Yeah, so follow his blueprint. Maybe you can get ahead of him when he slows down. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I hate the most about Dallas Fort Worth is just like the beef scene. Because it's so big that some of these dudes' fans will kill you. It ain't even these rappers, bro. They just making these statements and saying shit, but their fans will see you and be like, oh, yeah, I fuck with Go Yayo or this person, and I'm going to just kill you. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird.
Weird shit.
Trolls, everybody else trolling.
Yeah, like they just be trolling, bro. So me, I just do me though, man. I just stay prayed up and I stay moving. I'm moving. Like I'm in Dallas Fort Worth. I'm moving through Dallas Fort Worth. I'm out there. So they know what's up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. That was one of my questions. Is what cities are you frequently in and out of?
Frequently,
as an artist, you know.
Frequently is Odessa, of course, Dallas Fort Worth because that's home. Jacksonville and Houston.
Okay.
Like those are and Corpus.
You already done paid
I like, man, like Corpus is pink right now.
Come
like,
on,
like
man.
For real, like Corpus. When I go to Corpus, that's my Toronto. Like if I'm Drake, like Corpus has definitely become my Toronto.
Wow, man. Okay.
Like I got sponsors out there. Like shout out So Blendy. Like they give me merch, rock their tees. Smoke City is a smoke shop out there. Okay. They rock with me. City. Yeah, so I got some sponsors out there and everything, man. So definitely shout out Corpus Christi, Texas. Man, I love the city about to see.
Man, I wouldn't even think, I mean, of course, just ignorance, but Corpus Christi got a, scene like that, man. That's
like it's actually.
It's another testament to Boo.
Yeah, it's another testament to Boo, like through Mud Gang and everything that Muddy did. Like Muddy already had the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Take the work other niggas did.
Yeah, you can't. No. Of course. Yeah. Like Muddy already had the city. My brother Muddy Kasino, he already had the city. Him and Drink Nitty, and my brother Wedo, they already got the city. And then it's like Kasino comes in with the music scene, and it's like, okay, we really got the city. Yeah. Like on any level, anything I've ever wanted to get at in Corpus or I wanted to do for enjoyment or leisure, it's a phone call away. Like anything. That's why I say, like, if I was Drake, Corpus Christi is definitely my Toronto. So I'm always coming home because my kids are here and shit.
Gotcha. How many kids you have?
I got 3, man. I got step kids too.
Okay.
I got 2 step kids, but I got 3 biological kids of my own.
Sons, daughters?
I got 2 daughters and I just had a son. My son's out there.
Okay. I had
Look, the kids are in here right now bothering us.
Come on, what?
How old are they, man?
I have 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 1-month-old newborn.
Oh man. Yeah, I have 2 daughters. They're 15, 16, and I got a newborn son. He's 5 months.
Yeah, man. I actually just had my first son, and it was amazing. Like I seen the whole process. I went through the whole process with my girl this time. So
it was definitely different.
Yeah, it was, man. Most definitely like different from just showing up and your baby mama's just holding the baby.
Yeah.
Now to actually seeing the whole process, it was different.
I feel like I'm more present with him than I was with my. I had mine 18, 19, so I grew up with him.
Yeah,
which can be fucked up. We're growing up together type shit.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a lot of wounds and insecurities we got to work through. But with him, now the age I'm at, I feel like I'm more present with him and able to be in the moment type shit, man.
Most definitely. Like, it's alhamdulillah that I had my son at the time that I think I had my son, because I'm more wise and I've been through a lot, from the streets to the pen to coming back home to doing music. Like, I've been trying to do this music my whole life, but the streets always played a factor. But being able to be wiser and more humble and actually understand life as a man, I got more jewels to give my son. So I just feel like I had my son at the right time.
Yeah, hell yeah. You made a statement in the last interview. Shout out Giant Waves. Going off of that, you said society doesn't understand. You said sometimes, you chose an alternate route. Because when you grow up like that, sometimes people think you have a choice, but you kind of don't.
You don't. You become. That's why I say you become a product of your environment, because you become everything that your environment is in a nutshell. Because everybody wants to claim a hood or rep a hood or say this hood is live and this hood is whack. But like, what makes these hoods live and what makes these hoods whack is the community that actually occupies them. The occupants is what makes the hood. Because even my hood, the North, I mean, if you really want to boil down to it, it's a block that we'll never own because the government really owns it. And then it's concrete and asphalt and steel and grass and dirt. Like, it's never moving. I can die today and the North will still be here. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we get wrapped up in the wrong thing sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm always gonna be a representative of where I'm from. So therefore, within me is my environment. So I'm definitely a product of my environment.
Yeah, and then taking that with you.
Yeah, everywhere. Like, everywhere you go. Like, I know, like, for anybody that's ever been incarcerated, I know you used to always hear, like, you need to change your people, places, and things. And I always used to dispute that in those type of classes, like cognitive intervention. I would dispute that in cognitive, and my cognitive teacher would hate that. And she's like, why do you have a problem with that? Because I'm like, it's not the environment. It can't speak for itself. It's the occupants. So if you move me to the Beverly Hills suburbs and I got the North Odessa 6 in my heart, eventually I'm going to turn Beverly Hills into the 6. It's going to be just like how I wanted it in my hood. It's going to be somebody over here doing something they ain't got no business, and somebody over there doing something they ain't got no business for the dollar, but that's how it go.
It's I can't remember the other guy's name, but he talked about education, environment, and experience. First off, contributes to vitality. That's why I went out to Costa Rica, did ayahuasca. They're like the longest living people. They're the happiest. They move slow. They ain't like America, go, 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 you know.
Shout out to the Costa Ricans.
Yeah. And he talked about the experiences that we have also, determine what choices we make. And so, again, if Men in Odessa is all someone ever experiences, it's limited to what you can create,
right? Let
alone think.
Yeah,
right.
You see how a certain culture is built, especially when you lived in multiple places. Like, when I first moved here, I moved down here from San Diego, from California. Okay. So it was a culture shock for me.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure for Ferrari, you know what I'm saying, he grew up in, like, we from Odessa, but we been places, like, you lived in Alabama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I lived in Las Vegas. Like, so I seen things, and then the culture was different there. Like, when I first moved down here, I'm the only black dude with a skateboard. So I'm like, they already not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't fit in, but eventually, like you said, I turned it into the environment I wanted.
Yeah, it's because we as human beings, man, need to treat. You got one life to live, and like Earth is definitely your canvas. So you got to paint that picture how you want it to look.
You're gonna attract whatever's mentally engraved in your mind. Eventually, one day. That's why we can never leave the music alone, no matter what we do. We may not go as far as we need to if we don't fully focus on it, but it's never gonna go anywhere.
True.
But if we put our all into that, it'll take us to other places that we didn't think we could fathom.
I think even more so now than 10 years ago, for sure.
Oh yeah,
it's insane. I mean,
It's insane.
Prime example within the loop, the messages that I've been getting lately over the last 2 weeks. I'm a salesman, man, again, so I know how to get attention. I consult on growth and expansion. Anybody's trying to have exponential growth in a short amount of time, I use spirituality, energetically, stuff like that, hold space for people.
Right.
But even with even within the loop, what's for me is this is me an opportunity for me to give back.
Right.
And though I didn't think it was going to be what it's becoming,
Right.
And it's only possible because of like social media and the way the context is today. If I would have launched this 10 years ago,
oh no, it's the errors. Like I said earlier, like I said, I feel like I call this the era of manipulation, because everything, no matter what you're trying to do, how you're trying to do it, whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing. And you know that's kind of ironic. You know, it's an irony in the phrase manipulation. Where you can in today's life, it's all about manipulating the whole
the situation, the opportunity,
the situation, opportunity, the viewers, you can paint a picture of whatever you want.
It's allowing people to become illusionists.
Delusional.
Yeah, but like people get behind these keyboards and they create this illusion, this life of grandeur. Everything's so pretty here. Everything's fine in my world. Yeah. Everything's good. You want to post your little $300-$400 that you got in 20s and you just got your paycheck, and when you cashed it,
the highlights.
Yeah, you only post the highlights, but like life is more than that. Like I've been going through some shit lately. Lord knows, like. I'm in the booth I'm in here right now with a cast on, just left the hospital yesterday. But like I've been going through it, and I know I've been going through it because everything starts with self, and shit ain't right with me.
Man, that's real.
So I actually got to get shit right with me so I can get it right with everybody else.
Man.
Because everything does start with self, so sometimes I actually do have to like subtract myself from the situation and be like, okay, what did you do to increase this situation, like to make it where it is now?
One of my mottos in life, like I got a few mottos, but I got a long list of mottos, but I only remember when I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one of my mottos in life is you can always find a way to blame yourself. Always. Even when it's not your fault.
Even when it's not your fault.
It's your fault.
Man.
You can find a way to figure out what you did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, to take the victimization from yourself.
Yeah.
And to be able to stand on it.
For sure, to transcend. For me, it's to transcend the situation.
Right.
Because if I don't transcend the situation, then it could be something that's embedded and may come up later, type shit. Like,
right. It's just like somebody telling on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going to prison. You know, just to break it down in layman terms.
Okay.
Like I had to deal with that because every time I went to prison, somebody told on me.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Whether I showed love, whether like no matter what. But at the end of the day, that come with the game or that come with life. I can't blame them for telling on me. Somebody was going to, it was my turn.
Man, that's tough. Yeah.
That's how I had to look at it. That's how I had to look at it to get over it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Again,
part of the process.
We use words to place meanings. Which I believe, what the statement, heaven and near is close. It just depends on us. It's all up here. And the way I move forward, also, is determined by what meaning I want to place on the situation, the conversation.
To project the outlook that can get you through it.
I'm a highly believer, man, that the future is designed. It's going to be designed by me or somebody else. I'm either going to feel my dreams or I'm feeling somebody else's dreams.
I always tell myself, I'll be like, sometimes people feel like they being finessed or they being targeted or fucked over or whatever the case. But, it's all part of the process. Depending on how you're looking at life.
Yeah, exactly. Again, especially today, what will feed off of this? Besides The Art of Seduction, what's another book, man, you would recommend a young man to pick up?
Mastery.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's Robert Greene. Yeah, Mastery is good because it teaches you how to actually use your mind to the maximum capacity. It allowed me an understanding of how to like tap back into my imagination,
man,
and understand how my subconscious mind works, even when I think it's not. because that's what we get caught up in, the things that we can't see, like the universe. Everything's moving at a rapid pace right now, and even though you can't see it, just understand that it's moving at a rapid pace right now.
It's all energy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you believe in that, but we know, like, scientifically, when we watch rays of light, they become focused. But without somebody watching it or a camera, the rays of light are spread. So, like, that's why people talk about metaphysical. Like, this is real, but it's not real. The table, the chair is real, but it's not real. It's just energy moving around. When we break it down to the atom, they're just vibrating back and forth.
Man, it's there's so much knowledge out here for people if they would allow themselves to actually tap in. But people don't even want to tap in.
Especially like wisdom, man.
Neville Goddard, that's his name. I'm trying to think of the name of his book. It's another one called The Power of Awareness. That's
okay, yeah.
Power of Awareness.
We talked about that on Tuesday. The power of awareness, just that statement is a generalized statement, but it paints an image that you got to know who you are to be authentic and your authentic self. You talked about dealing with things, getting yourself right. I think 2020 has put the pressure on everybody to get themselves right, man. I'm like chess. With chess, some people have strategy when they go in, so that's why they get frustrated, right? When something doesn't go their way. The way that I like to play chess, I like to cause chaos because I know that person values order. So when I come in and just stir shit up, it causes them to get irritated and frustrated, and then that's how I win.
They get on the defense.
Yeah, and then I know what type of strategy they're trying to do, and then I can beat them. And same thing.
You got to just go ahead.
Like what 2020 did was stir a whole bunch of shit up, and caused impurities to come to the surface, and forced us to have to fucking deal with them.
I feel like what happened with 2020, it happened the way that I like to play chess, but the way I like to play it, they played it on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like to open up the board, more of the middle of the board. I like to set up, and then, like you say, cause a distraction. Watch you set up, moving slowly, but at the same time, I'm already setting up and aiming and forcing you to castle a certain way. Or if you whichever way you castle, I already got something set up, targeting those areas.
Right.
And then like you said, and then I drop and cause confusion and attack certain areas. Meanwhile, this is already set up to come in for the checkmate or come in and steal your queen. Like the whole time, I'm propping them up to move certain areas. Just to once I did drop certain things, even if I don't checkmate you, it's the recovery part.
Yeah.
You dying slowly,
exactly.
like the virus, whole economy, everything. I'm gonna get you eventually.
What I really like about chess, it's a level playing field. When I play somebody in chess, I want it to be in a room like this with no distractions, because if there's a TV or somebody walking by, this, you've lost the game.
If somebody come talk to you
by just somebody talking to you, or you looking to the right or to the left, and that's how life is. Like if you ain't
one false move will end your whole game. That's what I like about chess.
No matter what, whatever you do, watch the board, and you can.
One of the ways that happens, that I've seen that happen in our own lives when we're trying to create. In this book, he introduces a concept called suggestions, and you probably know this, Ferrari. You've been around a lot of people in different spaces. Is sometimes somebody will have a suggestion about what you should do, and they'll say it. And that'll be a seed planted in your mind.
Most definitely.
And it overrides your own voice. And the suggestions happen all the time, man.
And how they want it.
Exactly.
The most suggestive people are the people who will suggest you to do things that they're not willing to do.
It happened the other day, man. I'll just be transparent in the conversation somebody was suggesting about In the Loop. And I like when that happens because it tests me. It gives me an opportunity to stand on my own 2 feet. Like, am I going to allow this person to interject the direction of where I know I'm supposed to be going? Or am I going to, because sometimes people will listen to that suggestion, make that move, and they'll be like, fuck, I shouldn't have listened to him. But you still chose that move. The other person didn't. They just suggested it. So when that happens to me today, it gives me an opportunity. And I flat out tell them, like, nah, and they're they kind of throw it off like, nah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna happen.
It's easy to suggest things when you're not in somebody's shoes.
Oh
you
yeah,
can fix it. I can
you
fix
can fix
everybody's
everything.
problem. I can
For
fix
sure.
everybody's problem.
It's a distraction, man. That I think again, I like to guard my energy field, man, and allow certain people to come in and out. I think it's very important that we move like that, man. We're
Right.
What I hope in my lifetime in the next 20 to 30 years is introduce spirit back into humanity. Like we're spirit first,
Right.
and then we're fleshly beings. And our fleshly beings, because we're sensory input, 5 senses, sometimes, a lot of times, wants to fuck things up because it wants to feel safe and comfortable. But the spirit is a warrior, man. The spirit, ready to take on the world, ready to be in rooms that don't feel like they should be in, and ready to claim I am, and ready to move like the entities that we are. And I really believe that, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely I can feel spirits.
Oh,
that.
that.
So I definitely go. I don't even like to get on that level of conversation with certain people sometimes because it'll lead people.
Well, you might wake them up too soon.
You could wake them up too soon, but it also not only if they sleep, it also could offset them.
Oh yeah.
And have them viewing you differently, and now, like you said, it's all about being aware. So sometimes you got to be aware of what you allow people to know, to allow people to know what you know. Sometimes you can't allow people to know you know.
For sure.
If that makes sense.
These conversations, like the spaces we've gone into so far, for me usually happen not live.
Right.
They're
Because people are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they lack the confidence to actually show the intelligence because we're all intellectually sound if we allow ourselves to be because the literature's in front of you. All you got to do is pick it up.
That's good,
but
man. That's good.
People are so busy caught up in their cell phones or caught up in playing the next video game. Like, it's rare that you'll actually see somebody that takes the time to actually care enough about their intelligence to build upon it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you working on a documentary?
I actually wanted to do a
should.
documentary because I got some people who were asking me actually in Alabama because I grew up in a real small town in Alabama too.
Okay.
And people kind of want me to shine the light out there.
Let's go, man.
Like I've been doing in Odessa. So I'm going to do it. I'm just waiting on everything to really just... Like I say, man, I'm on a marathon jog right now. I'm sprinting. I'm sprinting.
Yeah.
Like, man, I was just in California last week. I was just in Las Vegas day before yesterday.
Man.
So, and then I'm in Odessa today. So, I've just been moving, man.
What's the greatest lesson that 2020's taught you, man? Like you said, working on self and getting yourself right.
The biggest lesson
the
biggest lesson that 2020 has taught me is I need to learn how to remain humble in the face of adversity. Like I still struggle with that. Like anything that I feel is not going, that's challenging me.
Do you handle it aggressively then?
Yeah, I handle it aggressively, and I feel like certain situations can be talked out and could keep me from picking a pistol up or going to prison again, So I'm really working on that. That's most definitely what 2020 taught me is I need to work on my temper. For sure.
I probably wouldn't go that route, but I will miss out on opportunities and have. I've addressed it
I'll give up, bro. I'll wake up and be so mad at the world. I have obligations to fulfill, and I'll be like, man, fuck rap. I'm not going nowhere near a studio, interview, camera, nothing. And it's just my anger gets the best of me at times. So I'm most definitely still a work in progress in the anger area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I became aware probably like when I was 20, 22, like of my anger. So with my daughters, like the last 8 years, I've asked them, what's the greatest thing about me this year and what's the worst thing about me? And like 5 years in a row is anger, man. When you hear that from your little girls, it's tough, man.
Yeah, it touched them a little differently when they see you like that.
Yeah. So I had to definitely work on that. And most of it was just understanding meaning, man. Just what is the meaning and the agreements that I have with the words that I have, with the beliefs that I have, with the people that are in front of me. Because I jump to conclusions fast, man. Like, especially when you read energy and read people. Sometimes people don't know how to express themselves, so they act a certain way, and I pick up on that. So then I act a certain way, and then it becomes, you know, just a chess back and forth instead of being like, hey man, let's get, like, what the fuck's going on, you know? I feel some weird shit or something, because y'all know that you walk into a room, you know if it's tension, you know if something ain't right, you know if a conversation just happened about you they don't want you to know about type shit. You what?
I always try to keep a positive vibe about myself. I always try to be approachable. I never like to be the tough guy, you know, because you know, you live like that and you live in certain environments so long that, you know, you just, that's what music do for me. It allows me to get away from that. Like I'm able to be
that's good.
that person that
I like that.
you know, that I used to dream of when I was rapping in the mirror and listening to certain music, and I'm able to, you know, be that person on stage or be that like that's who, you know, people view me as that. So it allows me to get away from having to, you know, be tough or be. Yeah, I never been like that.
That's good.
So,
I like that.
You know, with the music, like bro say, it's all about a vibe. You sell vibes.
That's what I was telling people.
Man,
like
if
you wanna know what I did in the streets, ask the streets. They'll tell you.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I ain't. I mean, it ain't nothing for me to brag about, but I definitely left my stain out here. So just ask the streets.
Let's see. This is one lessons how you learned about being arrogant versus being confident.
The lessons I learned through being arrogant and actually being confident is my arrogance is very misleading. Because I can be arrogant to the point to where I actually think I know it all, or I know more than a person that I actually need to be listening to, because they got the next key to get me through the next door that's been locked for me for years, you know? But my arrogance will blind me to that. And as compared to my confidence, man, I just feel like I'm ready to go at any moment in time. Like I can get up from here right now and go rap on that beat he's playing, and I ain't heard it at all. I'm just trained to go like that. Like I can go put the headphones on right now and make a song to that beat, and I've never heard it. And I have the most confidence in the world that I can do that right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Probably, again, knowing who you are and knowing, you know, I don't feel like you're the type of guy that walks into a space that, first off, you don't vibe with, but that, I mean, like as a being, you're not going to be who you're not going to be. You're going to be who you are.
Right.
For sure.
Wherever you are, not to fake the funk, you know.
I've always was able to observe arrogance and seeing how it affected people. Because like I said, I wasn't always just the coolest. You know what I'm saying? So when certain people that was considered cool did come around, and I seen how it rubbed certain people a certain way. And once I did, I don't want to say once I became cool, but once I became confident.
Yeah, that's good.
Once I became confident and understood who I was and accepted me and realized people was accepting that too, you know, then I was able to be cocky, but in such a way to where people enjoyed it. People enjoyed my arrogance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more like even they can laugh at it, but they more enjoy it. They like to see me turn like that.
Yeah, it's the intent.
Yeah, because the intent.
You have a character. It's very much like Ferrari Casino is a character that people are trying to view.
Yeah,
they're trying to see what's going on, just like people love Wolverine from the X-Men. You know what I'm saying? Some people love Bugatti, some people love Ferrari, some people love Muddy, some people love Kid, and so on and so forth. So you very much a character, and you're trying to put on that persona for the masses.
Do you think that's always on for you?
Yeah, because I feel like the camera's always rolling. Like even when you think the cameras ain't rolling, the camera's always rolling. So every time I step outside my house, I'm on Ferrari Cox Kasino. That's what's going on. But when I'm at home, man, I'm just Wade. Yeah. I'm just chilling with the kids and my girl and my family. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what goes on.
Do you have any sisters?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters, matter of fact.
Okay, are they live in Odessa or?
No, one of my sisters lives in Atlanta. My older sister, Francesca, and my little sister, Cassandra, lives in Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you go visit them often?
Yeah, I just as a matter of fact, I just left Alabama maybe 2 months ago. I'm on my way back there. I'll probably be back in Alabama in like a week or two.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I most definitely try to like. You gotta chase the dream down. Like I'm definitely chasing it down.
Yeah, man.
Across the globe. Like I don't care where I gotta go. I'm on my way to do it.
Do you ever hesitate to make the next move? Like from an insecure standpoint versus, from a discernment standpoint?
It's like sometimes I'll be hesitant to make the next move because maybe I don't trust the players involved,
Yeah.
Because like it's like we were talking about earlier, everybody's intentions ain't good. And then some of us have good intentions, but we get lost along the way. So sometimes I be hesitant to go into new situations because I don't know what might happen. Like, I don't know what y'all want me here for. Like, you got dudes that'll pay you for a feature just to rob you.
Damn.
Like, they'll pay you to rob
real.
you. Like, it's real out here. Like, this rap shit is real. Like, people will pay you to rob you. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I ain't got my jury on right now because I actually left it because I was in a hurry. I was running late. But, yeah, man, people will pay you to rob you, bro.
It come back down to being aware and feeling people out. But that's why, like me, I don't really do features with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can pay me, but like, if I ain't feeling the music, feeling the song, feeling your vibe, like, I just don't really just be in no rush unless it's good for, like, it's just, the situation makes sense or I just really love the song. Like,
Yeah, people, maybe you see this Ferrari is, people maybe jump on features too fast.
right.
Or try to get that feature
'Cause
money.
you need it.
'Cause
But
you
at the
need
same
it, yeah.
time, we become too accessible to people. And it's power and presence. And you gotta really,
It
Exactly,
really
man.
is. Like,
and when they become used to you, and they're just like going out in the club. I be telling my brother, like, if we ain't promoting nothing, or if we ain't here to, for a reason, we ain't got something going on. Like, we really don't need to be here. We don't want to become regulars. They got regulars in there.
Oh man,
for sure. Like,
they
I
got
lack-
regulars in there.
I still lack the like the intelligence to say that I'm a public figure. Like, I don't really consider myself a public figure because I mean I pop out anywhere with my jewelry on. I can interact with anybody. I smoke a blunt with anybody. I don't know what anybody's going through. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to stay relevant and stay connected with my fan base, like, I'm down to earth. Like, I be in my hood still. I still go to my hood every day. I still smoke weed in my hood. I can still go to my hood right now and get anything I need. So,
when did you start smoking cannabis, man? And what do you think? When do you think Texas is gonna make that shift, man?
man, I don't think Texas is going to make the shift.
Come on, Cookies.
Texas is going to make the shift when they're the last state to actually be forced
Man,
into
They gonna
something.
make the shift.
Like once it goes where everybody has to do it, then Texas will do it. But far as me smoking, man, I've been smoking as long as I can remember. I think I was 9 the first time I started smoking. But like smoking every day nonstop, I know I was like 11 or 12.
Damn.
I've been smoking every day.
I was the opposite,
I got to go
man.
to jail to stop smoking.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like they can let me out.
Nah.
Yeah, like they let me out and they put me on papers, and I tell them people like,
I'm gonna,
I'm gonna go on a run because eventually I'm finna smoke that weed. I'm not finna be out here not smoking weed. You crazy or what?
Man, I didn't start smoking until my 20s. I believed in the hype. My grandma and them is the worst drug in the world type shit. And then I started seeing, it being legal on a state level. And I said, well, there's a contradiction here then. If it's a Schedule 1 drug federally, but you're allowing it on a state level, I'm like, something ain't right. So, so I started smoking. I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers lied to me this whole time.
Yeah.
And then you get onto, cookies and type shit, man, where the medical, and it's a different level. Like this shit right here, I'm like, that's exactly what I need. I can't smoke just something random, man. It's got to be something that's gonna, yeah.
Like,
Open you up.
yeah, like, man, I don't smoke. I smoke weed because I have real bad anxiety issues. Like real bad problems with anxiety.
So you more indica then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoke sativa, but I actually like indica. But if I had my choice, I really think I'm more of a hybrid type.
I was
of
gonna
guy.
ask, yeah.
Because I kind of like the best of both worlds.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's more of a euphoric feeling for me.
Yeah.
But, man.
Sativa be having me talk a lot, man.
I'll be on it.
Just running. I mean, I'll be finding solutions and, making, being real productive.
This is some indica I got right now. I think I got some sativa too.
Yeah.
But most definitely, man, I feel like this is one of the things that I feel like was true, but they twisted it to make it negative. And when they told you that marijuana is a gateway drug, they did not lie to you. But they twisted it in your mind to make you think, hey, if you smoke weed, you're going to snort cocaine, and that's going to lead to you smoking crack, and that's going to lead to you smoking meth, and so on and so forth. But now, bro, at like 90% of this planet smokes marijuana. So if I want to smoke marijuana outside and this guy ain't got none, and we're smoking like say it's you, I don't know you from Adam and Eve, and we're smoking outside, I'm a rapper, you do In the Loop. Through weed, we just connected.
Yeah.
So weed is definitely the gateway drug, but it's not the drug to other drugs. This is the key to success. Like weed's been opening the doors for me for years. I know these 2 years I've been out smoking that weed.
That's
It's all about your conditions, because I grew up seeing people smoke weed and sell dope.
Yeah.
You didn't smoke dope, so you already knew that's out of the question.
Yeah.
You got some people that'll fall short and do it. You know what I'm saying? But every drug is a downfall, so I don't judge anyone. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But it's definitely about your conditioning, because when I moved down here, like, I was shocked. Like, I didn't know, like, growing up, I'm 15, 14, 16, I didn't know black people snorted cocaine. I always thought, that's a Mexican drug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But we saw, like, they're going to smoke crack, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I never thought niggas would smoke, black people would snort cocaine, because I didn't see that. And then the more I got involved in things, I'm like, damn, you too. Like, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, out here.
But here though, in certain areas, certain neighborhoods, the conditions, they grow up, it's normal. They doing that.
Yeah, that's normal.
Here the legs doing, getting their money, playing the video game. Same way we passing blunts, they passing.
But yeah, man, that's why I say, man, marijuana is the gateway drug, because, I mean, it led me to Sauce Walkers and Sosa Mans and Lil Jeremy's and all these rappers that smoke weed. Like, I smoked blunts with these people. Like, that was my initial conversation with them. It wasn't a microphone in our face. We were smoking weed together. You know what I'm saying? So, it's most definitely the gateway drug, for sure.
Those are some bars, man. Can't wait to go back and replay that shit, man. So thanks for that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a little excerpt out of this book I'm writing.
Oh, you writing a book?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
For sure.
What is being aware of the illusion?
I'm gonna give these to you guys. We got like about 5-10 minutes left. But I'm gonna read this because, man, this is good.
Kid Dynamite.
No, for sure.
It says, once you become aware that everybody else is aware, your mental capacity is now in the matrix and will give you the upper hand in life on situations and others you may come in contact with. It allows you to move in such a way that you're 2 steps ahead, and in some cases, man, for real, light years ahead of others. Life is all about leverage and being able to maneuver to your desired position. Just because others may not understand what they're looking at doesn't mean they aren't watching. Boy, I know this may go over some people's head, but I just want to share a chapter to the self-help book I'm writing titled Being Aware of the Illusion. Well, that's the name I settled on for now. I may change it, but just wanted to get some free game. That's free game, man.
Man, yeah. I'll be on that.
I'm with that, man. I'm with that.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be aware that they're aware. I used to be out here moving like this, like
that they weren't aware.
This is legal, like, or that, they watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Especially today, man.
Even like with the music or just going to clubs and stuff, like how Ferrari was just talking about being a public figure and not realizing it, like that people are actually, like, it started getting weird for me, kind of before I went to prison, before we started just popping with the music a little more. But for Odessa, because we more known in Odessa, and people would come to, like,
gotcha.
And it just started getting that I'm in the club, I would be lost in enjoying myself, and enjoying people around me, and I had to look up and snap out of it, and it's like everybody watching me. Like, I had to start looking like, damn, like, it's weird. Like, I had to start being aware that people are watching.
It's weird, and
they watching you enjoy yourself
sometimes
instead of enjoying theirs.
Yeah. Boy, that's real.
Like, it's weird.
But it's the dichotomy of living life in the sense that, man, let me see, how can I put this? Some of us do walk around with favor and more power and authority than others. And
True.
when you understand that, and it's almost on some, I don't want to say weird shit, but it's almost on that, like, God has chosen certain people, to be leaders, you know.
True.
So it's not even whatever form they choose to lead through, music, construction, things like that. They're gonna have that power and authority everywhere they go with them. So to even have the awareness that you're the leader in the room is a whole nother level, you know.
You have to be aware that there's duality in life, period. Like the duality of life itself is you're living every day like you're getting closer to death every day that you wake up. That's why we thank God for these days, because we don't know when these days are going to end. And it's like there's good and there's evil, there's light and there's dark, there's hot and there's cold. It's just duality every day in life. And there's this gray area, and if you can get within that gray area in life and figure out how to balance the duality,
that's it, man.
like that's the ultimate goal in life. If I can balance the duality in life.
Sort of like the unhealthy way of what you're calling like a masculine energy is aggression.
Yeah, it's like you want stability, but we all want stability. Yeah. But some of us want stability through other people.
Oh man, that's good. Oh, that's good, man.
Like for real, like none of us wants to. Some of us don't want to work. Like everybody wants the success, but the only place like success comes before work is in the dictionary.
Man, let's go, baby.
So ain't no other way. You gotta work to get here.
And the back end, the flip side of that is that doing the work is the success. For me, I learned like a few years ago, if I'm taking the step to live my goals and dreams, then I'm living it. Right. There's no arrival point. There's no success point. The fact that I'm going after it, I'm already living the dream, because that is part of the dream. And I try to live like that, man, from a place of gratefulness. Yeah, exactly. And so I extract the most out of each day, knowing that today I am living the dream. Today I am that already.
And that's one thing I had to kind of do with myself, because I'm real hard on myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people is that like them been to prison.
A lot of
artists also, man. But
I can understand.
An artist that spent a lot of time behind bars, you know what I'm saying? Because you come home, you already feeling like you missed out on time in life. Now you missed that time as an artist. Your fans didn't get to grow with you. That's why you hear people like Ferrari, you hear people like me. Bro sound like he on his second, third album. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man.
And on a
like book and
if you hear, you know what I'm saying? Niggas sound like niggas sound. You got rappers that like Jay-Z and them. They just barely wrote their first book after we got to grow with them and stuff.
Yeah.
So we got things that we've already done and that we want to do. That's ages and light years ahead of what people are ready for to receive from us.
Man, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure.
We got its levels, and once we reach certain levels, then I can give you the book. Then I can give you these lyrics. I can give you this song. Yeah. Time.
I'm excited to see it play out, man. Again, thanks so much for joining us impromptu and having this conversation.
I appreciate y'all having me.
Definitely from a place of love, and again, I just found out about you because of Looptopia. So, and I'm glad. Now I'm a fan, and want to see the success, man, and probably be on some big bro shit and just kind of bother you and when the shit's gonna drop and hey, when's the next visual or hey, you working on that yet?
Yeah, just tap in with me, man. Like I say, man, I'm all for Odessa, so it's all love.
Appreciate that, man. Is there anything you want to leave, the people with, man? First time they heard about you, and people who have,
Only thing I want y'all to do is go get music you can vibe to. It's streaming on all platforms. You can't miss it. I'm on Spotify, Google Play, Deezer, Apple Music, anywhere you can think of. You gonna see me in my pink bandana, so go get music you can vibe to ASAP.
Music you can vibe to with a Z.
Yes, sir.
With a Z.
Get that ASAP. Ferrari Cox Kasino with a K, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on with me, man. We in the building.
This is another In the Loop production, and until next time, share this with the people around you. Share this with your friends. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you go find. You have a YouTube channel I just found, right?
Yes, y'all go subscribe to Kasino World TV, and y'all hit the like button on every video on there. All my brothers go hard. Anything dealing with me, you'll find it exclusively there as far as visuals go. So, again, it's Kasino World TV on YouTube. Y'all go subscribe, like, and just vibe, man. That's it.
Let's go. If you're watching this on the replay, let us know what you think in the comments. Ferrari Casino, thanks again, my man.
All right, thank y'all, brody.
I'm about to play something on the way out, so thank you. My dude, thank you so much, man. I knew.
We gotta get this shit on film.
Yo, baby, third. Hey, find that backwood up, nigga. Yeah.
Flamingo is real as it gets. We do not play by that capping shit. Bad bitch, she go Aaron Brockovich. Got that bitch about to go Kaepernick. I'm in the game like EA. Wrist hit a brick with a hit stick. I doubt Rivers, your next pack. Know that shit is a pick six. NBR scratching the lotus. Me and my Wotus. We pouring lean up in sodas. VVS ice be the coldest. Can't find my Otis. I see you rap niggas bogus. Flooding that dough through the city. Them boys fucking with me. I throw a 6-0 to the sky. You can find me in the trenches. I be with the stepper, so you cannot mention the guy. Cause if you do, then you die. Oh, Kelly, make you believe you can fly. Puff on the wood, sip on the lean. So anti-sober, I gotta stay high. Cause the drugs activated, start numbing the guy. I'm so broken hearted. Go to the sky where angels will cry. Shit cut me deep when you lie. Yeah. Tell Roman candles, no 4th of July. Lights a gas station, I serve with the fire. Then when they question me that I allegedly had something to do with your death when you die. We call your bitch for my alibi. Escape a sale, go to Dubai. Kidnap your family, mafia ties. Eat fettuccine and vibe with the guys. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Show 'em the feeling.
Surfing the wave, Kelly Slater. My city drape me and thank me later. Since I've been gone, it's been respirator. Now I'm back in the city, the animator. Yo, bitch, the bomb, my detonator. Fuck with the flame, I incinegrator. If I light up your number, no elevator. I be dead out in black like a Vegas Raider. Swear to God, if you do, you swearing to me. Slept in Odessa, woke up in the D. Snowed up in Tennessee, been sipping the tea. If you slip me a feed, then I slip him a key. I gotta go, there to the heavens. When I feel the need to consult with the reverends. I re-emerge in some retro 11s. Young Moorish American, circling 7s. I eat breakfast entree of my haters. 10-year haters, still I'm the greatest. Born in the slums, just look what it made us. Casino, we up, we innovators. It's litty, my squiddy put on for the city. Buzz dirt off my shoulders, we come from the gritty. This shit'll get ugly, we peel off the pretty. We bury them deep, show them no pity, yeah. What the fuck is you on? What the fuck is you on? It's litty, my squiddy put on for the city. Buzz dirt on my shoulders, we come from the gritty. This shit'll get ugly, we peel off the pretty. We bury them deep, show them no pity.